Yeah, I think so.
Weidman's Heil, Dragonborn. And you look half frozen. Aye, his choking ice will thaw in time. Sorry, what? Do you feel it? Do you feel her? The calm before the storm. There was a change in the weather when you killed Emer. I fear something terrible is about to happen. There's a fell breath in the winds. See the darkness on the horizons? A storm is coming. The sea is angry, kid. You've dealt her a devastating blow. And now, her wrath is about to flatten Skyrim. I hoped it wouldn't come to this. What have we done? Have you ever heard the story of Tiamat and Forsus? They're primordial god monsters from the old stories. They're not quite Daedra, but not quite beasts either. They're elemental beings like Atranax. Their souls don't come from oblivion, but from the power of the world itself. They are embodiments of nature, joined in ways few scholars know. There's an old tale the sailors like to tell about the founding of the oceans. It's been told many ways, but this is the full story as I've heard. At the creation of Mundus, there were no seas, only rivers and lakes. The lands reached very high and very low. But when Lorcan fell from grace, his lover Kinnereth wept. Her tears fell as the very first rains. The great torrents collected in these lowlands, flooding and drowning them. Countless people perished in the deluge that formed the world's oceans. Kinnereth felt great guilt as her grief drowned the world that she had helped Lorcan create. She took these waters as her own and watched over them. She became the matron of sailors and travelers. She took the creatures of the depths under her wings and ruled the sea as she did the sky. With her mastery of the winds, she could control the waters and guide men upon it. But she could never tame the sea itself. The ocean itself, this vast, untamed immensity of water formed by the tears of a goddess and a trillion drowned souls, eventually created its own spirit, a living manifestation of its myriad entirety. The spirit was brutal and wild, primal and fierce. It was born of death and sorrow, and its soul reflected this. It churned across the waves, sweeping away anything in its path. Kinnereth came to the spirit and nurtured it like a lost child. She taught it balance and peace. The spirit became Tiamat, the soul of the sea. She taught the spirit to create as well as destroy. Tiamat created a second spirit, a companion, an equal, Forces. He was a titanic beast, a monster of terrifying size and strength. Kinnereth instructed them to bring life back into the world that she had drowned. Tiamat became the creator, and Forces became the protector. Together, they created magnificent creatures, monsters that grew immense in the open seas. Their brood populated the deeps and the shores. But the ancient Nords feared the huge creatures and hunted them into extinction. Tiamat grew angry and treacherous, and the sea followed her. She raged against the Nords and their ships, and they feared her wrath. She became the Chaos Mother, the Storm Witch, the Hydra. Even Kinnereth couldn't control her wrath. She could only help the Nords to weather it. Saddened by her rage, Forces retreated into the depths to watch over the last of their children. Tiamat grew wrathful, and the seas became perilous. The life within it died, and only the last of her monstrous children remained. It became the Sea of Ghosts, barren of life and full of sorrow. Even the sailors she claims are given no rest in death. They become wandering ghosts, forced to share in her rage and sorrow. They say she's still out there, mourning her lost kin. Some think that she's simply the soul of the sea, but others say that she's a being with a physical form. That's Tiamat, Chaos of the Sea. She's mother of the sea and all the monsters within. She's wrathful and half mad with grief. And you and I have slaughtered the last of her children. She is not pleased. I don't know where her wrath will fall, but fall it will. The winds are rising. A sailor knows the scent of a storm, but this is beyond anything I've ever known. A storm of storms is coming. We should warn the ports to batten down and get ready. The sea can grow angry in an instant. Meet me in Dawnstar, and soon. I don't truly know. It might already be too late.
The weather is changing. Let's get out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this place.
We're on the hunt now. Keep an eye to the tide.
Hail, murderer. Leave this place. Leave this place. It is I, Hunter. No, they will only die by yours. Many have said the same about such sins. Even monsters do what they must. I am diminished. You have vanquished me and all that I have bred. But I cannot ignore the courage of you and your kind. For eons I have watched you sail my waters and brace against my winds. I have seen your ships sail proud and free against my fury, watched your helm slice wind and wave. By the sweat of your brows, and the strength of your backs, and the courage of your hearts, the sea is yours now. You have slaughtered its shepherd. Will you guide her now? Will you do kind's work? Be warned, Dragonborn. There are far fouler things in the deep than that which I have bred. Life and death must strike a balance in the sea. Just take care of the things from beyond death will rise.
The weather is changing. Let's get out to sea.
Weidman's Heil, Dragonborn. Yeah, it is. You've defeated the greatest monster of them all. Now this really is a sea of ghosts. We've killed all of our children. It had to be done. Monsters don't belong in this world.
The weather is changing.
A wise man once told me
Let's get out
this.
to sea.
Monsters are tragic beings. They're born too tall, too strong, too heavy. They're not evil by choice, and that is their tragedy. Leaving them alive would have only brought pain and death. The sea is safer now. The people of Skyrim are safer. I guess we're out of the job, eh? There will always be a need for a blade in this world. There will always be monsters to hunt. Indeed it is. Mayhap I'll try my hand against one of these dragons of yours. I'd ride with you, if you'd have me. Good luck out there, Slayer. Come and find me again if you need a sword by your side. Happy hunting. Weidman's Heil, Dragonborn. You've already got someone with you. I don't play well with others. The wind is in our favor. Best get moving.